Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Jake here, or Mr. Invincible, and today I've got another phantasmagorical class setup video. This one is the Pubstomping setup. It may be before or possibly after the competitive class setup video, but definitely make sure you go watch that one as well if you haven't seen it, or if it's not out yet, blah blah blah, it doesn't really matter. But make sure you go watch that, and that'll give you some other really good class setups yourself that you will also definitely want to be using. But these are the class setups for Pubstomping and, you know, just pooping on bad players. So obviously I'm on my main account now, Mr. Invincible. But yeah, what is this? What the hell? I don't even know what that was. But obviously I use the last one, and these are my setups. So this one here is for like running spawns. When I run support, which is very uncommon, but this is the reason the only real difference of this class to other AR classes is the incorporation of agility, and Honey Badger is obviously a really good gun, and yeah, so that's definitely a pretty self-explanatory class. They all pretty much run the same kind of stuff. You want hardline, focus, on pretty much every class, depending on what its main objective is. And obviously, sleight of hand, deadeye, quick draw, etc. You're definitely going to want to run that class. It's definitely a really strong class setup. And I have gold camo as well, so that makes it a bit better. Then I have the AK-12, pretty much the exact same thing, except instead of having agility, I'll have ping, and also have gold on that. But it's pretty much the exact same thing, except obviously the change of gun and the fact that I use ping instead of agility. So then I have the SC2010 class. This one here is unsuppressed. I mainly run this one here with assault, but I also have, like, sometimes I want to go for chems with this class. It's also a fairly good class to do that as well, because the SC is a really strong weapon. But otherwise, assault, I'd be running Loki, Helo Pilot, and Battle Hind. They're the three best pretty much, but I don't really recommend running assault. Specialist is pretty much always better. And then I have my Remington class. This one here is kind of my anti-tryhard class on this one. An anti-tryhard Pubstomping AR class. So basically the main difference with this one and my other AR classes is, one, it's the Remington, which is pretty much the best AR in the game. And other than the Ripper, I guess. And the other main thing is, instead of Scavenger, I have Dead Silence. And this is basically just so I can't get Sound Horde as easy playing against major sweaties. And yeah, definitely a pretty decent class setup, and I definitely recommend using that one as well. Except maybe if you don't want to, if this is only against playing Uber Sweats. Otherwise, I'd recommend taking off Dead Silence and running the exact same setup as this one, but with the Remington. Now, this one is my MTAR class with support. This one's basically just for, you know, when we're playing against like try-hard players, can't really get a chem because they're sweating really hard out. And I just want to help out my team and myself a little more, so I run BVS Night Owl Squad Mate. So that's a pretty decent setup. This one here is just like a chem setup with the MTAR. Pretty darn decent setup. You can definitely get some really good gameplays with this setup. And as you'll see, I pretty much have Blast Shield on every class. That's pretty much just like a precaution if there's, just to make sure you don't die from IEDs on streaks and that kind of stuff. This one here is kind of a rushy vector setup. Pretty much easy chems with this setup. It's really good. And you can pretty much just drop chems all day with this. Pretty self-explanatory. This one here is a little odd for most people, but honestly, I swear this is pretty much the best setup in the game. Whenever I use this setup, I'm pretty much going to hold like a really high KD pretty much every single time. Now, what people may not realize is takedown, especially paired with a silencer, and especially with an LMG, is incredibly useful. So I definitely recommend it, using this setup. I used to run extended clip on it, like that, and unlock sleight of hand at 13 and, well, at 12, or maybe it's 13, I don't know. Unlock sleight of hand last, and quick draw before sleight of hand. But now I just decided to run grip, because it's kind of useless. Having E-mags, you can just reload anyway, and it's kind of just pointless having Scavenger at the end if you're going to run extended mags. And definitely this class setup is really good. I definitely recommend using this setup. one of my favorites. This one is just a sniper class with support. Really good setup just for going around, quick scope and that kind of stuff. Really fun setup. You just got quick draw, lightweight focus. You don't really need amplify. If I was going to take off amplify, I'd probably put on sleight of hand or maybe marathon or blast shield or something like that. But that's just what I have on. Then 468 as your strike packages. You have ammo crate there just in case you run out of ammo. SATCOM obviously for a radar and BVS for extra health. And here's my bulldog class, just my shotgun class for running around in strike zone and having a bit of fun and that kind of stuff. I don't want to go through all the way through this, but you pretty much can tell what it is yourself. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to go check out the comp class setup video whenever that is up, and make sure to drop a like. Use these setups if you did enjoy, and please drop a like or even consider donating a buckaroonie or two. That is greatly appreciated, guys. Thanks for watching. It's been Jake or Mr. Invincible. Peace.